Hello, welcome to Living Life with Jerry and Mel. Today, I've got something special planned for my trailer. I've got probably 15 or 20-year-old tires on here. They're cracking, they're dry rotting, and I just bought some new ones. I'm going to show you how I put these on here, and I'll give you a link to the new tires that I bought on Amazon. So follow this. All right, here's the old tire, and I hope you can see this, but this thing is just cracking. It's way past due for new tires here, so I'm gonna get them on here, get it going. Okay, as you can see, I've got my trailer attached to the hitch of my truck. I just want to make sure that this thing don't roll either way when I start taking this tire off. Safety first, right? All right, let's get this thing jacked up a little bit and start working on this first tire. All right, I've got my jack on the axle. I'm gonna lift this thing up just a little bit. All right, I'm going to use one of these old things here. This is all manual. I don't have any good electrical tools. And I did lower it a little bit because you don't want to be able to, for this tire to be turning as you're taking it off. Wow, these have been on there for a while. First rusty bolt is off. God dang. All right, that second one was really too hard, so I've put a little WD-40 on here. Hopefully, as I pull it out, it will have got rid of some of that rust and mud and things like that. That accumulates after 15 or 20 years of a tire being on a trailer. So let's keep going. All right, come on off of there. 2 more to go. All right, I think that WD-40 helped. All right, I'm gonna raise this up just a touch so I can take this tire off. All right, old tire is off. I think I'll spray a little more WD-40 on that before I put my new tire on. All right, you can really see that this tire probably would not have lasted another season. And I gotta have something to be able to take my four-wheeler, grass cutter, all that sort of stuff. So thank you for 20 years of service. All right, let's give this just a little extra juice here. All right, of course, there's my old tire. There's my new one. I bought new wheels and tires off of Amazon. They were here delivered by FedEx in just a day or two. Let's get this tire on there. Get my knee pad fixed. All right, let's see how this is. Actually, as an older guy doing this, sometimes you just gotta sit down. Okay, there we go. I'll get one of these going on there. Let's get them all going. Let's all get them all started. They're pretty tight going on there. Maybe I should. I think I'm going to spray these nuts with some WD-40 as well, because them things are just too tight. You can just see rust and mud and everything else coming off of these bolts. Wipe these down a little bit with a paper towel. The WD-40 did help, but it's still extremely tight. Okay, I've got all the bolts on there. I'm going to give them just a little like snug like that. And I still, even here, I like to alternate how I turn it. You can hear now that I've got it flat up against it, that the tire is hitting the ground a little bit. So now it's time to lower this thing down. All right. All right, now I'm going to just give this a good little snug and we'll be ready to go to the other side. I don't think that's going anywhere. Yep, we went from that now to that. A good tire, a good wheel. Now we got a other side we got to go knock out. All right, that's all I wanted to do, just get it on there. I had pre-sprayed these with some WD-40, so I think they'll come off of there a little easier this time. Whoops. hit my nut. Two off. All right. Did I say it's hot out here? One other thing that I didn't mention when I was taking this off, I can't remember if I did it on the other one, but safety does come first, and you don't want the trailer coming off of the jack or anything. So when you're taking these off, always leave one of the top ones on, you know, in case this was to go, that would catch it. Right now there's nothing on there. I think we're good shape, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off and then remove this tire. All right. Okay. Old crappy tire is off. Yeah, this one's in terrible shape too. Look at all the cracking and dry rotting. I might not have made it. Just scared a spider out of his home anyway. All right, let's get this new one on. Actually, first I'm going to hit this with a little WD-40. Going to need to jack this up a little bit. There we go. Would I make it on a NASCAR pit crew? Yeah, I kind of doubt it. These things are still rusty and dirty. They get to a certain point and they just kind of want to stop. So when that happens, I just stop and I'll wait till I can get the tool on there. I got one in there, so I can get it up there pretty tight, I think. All right, now let's give it just a little bump. Make sure these are on there pretty good and solid. I'm pretty sure they are. All right, lower the jack, pull it out. All right, last step. Now let's just tighten these babies up. Make sure I don't have a tire flying off down the road somewhere.
Alright, now one more round. All right, there's my old tire. That thing wouldn't have lasted. I'd have been on the side of the road. Now here's my new ones on there. Yep, I got a little oil and sweat running down my new wheels. I guess I'll have to spray that off in a minute. Get over here to this other side. Look at that. Looks good. All right, so a lot of people might be saying, okay, why didn't you just get the tire and put it on your old wheels? Well, that would have cost money for me to go get it. I could have ordered just the tires, but then I would have had to pay for the valve stem. I'd have had to pay for taking the tire, getting it changed, a dump fee for the old one. So it was just better to get it. I'll share a screenshot of it, but here's what I got. All right, these are 175/80 R13, just a good trailer tire and wheel. And there's the price I gave for it, plus local sales tax, of course, about 169 bucks. So to me, it just made more sense to just do it that way. Get the tire, the wheel, that way I can do it myself. You know, I might can save one of these tires as a spare. I've got one in my truck here, but maybe I want to put one in the Xterra. It might be good enough if I had an emergency on the road, but they're not good long term. So I'm really glad I did this. This was my dad's trailer. He passed away 16 years ago. I've had it over here for about 14 years, and these tires were old when he was alive, the old ones. So it's a long time coming. I'm glad I did it, and I would suggest you do it too if you want to. I mean, if you want to just pull your trailer to a tire shop and let them do the whole thing, that's up to you. Do whatever you want to do. I'm just showing what I did. So, man, I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something that can help you if you want to do something like this. I know this was not my most exciting video, but a lot of people have never changed a tire. So unfortunately, at 60 years old, I've had to change one or two. So anyway, man, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, click it. Let's have a like on it, and subscribe to the channel, because I've got a lot of videos out there right now, a lot more to come. Melody's cooking up some stuff as well that she's going to be putting out, and deer season's coming up very soon. So please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time on Living Life with Jerry and Mel. Have a good one. Take care.